What if every night the world just stopped? A complete total freeze, but for you, time keeps ticking. It sounds like a superpower, right? A chance to explore, to see the world as a static museum. But what if you weren't the only thing that moved in the silence? What if something else was waiting in the stillness, watching you? Tonight, we explore that chilling possibility. It's 3:03 a.m. Aaron's eyes snap open, not to the gentle hum of the refrigerator or the distant sigh of traffic, but to an oppressive, absolute silence. He glances at the digital clock on his nightstand. 3:03. The numbers glow, unblinking. The second hand on his analog watch, a gift from his father, is frozen, pointing defiantly between two ticks. A strange feeling, like the pressure in your ears before a storm, settles over him. He swings his legs out of bed, the floorboards making no sound under his weight. He pads over to the window, peering out into the street. A lone car is stopped mid-turn, its headlights cutting a solid, unwavering cone through the darkness. A cat, mid-leap towards a fence, hangs suspended in the air like a bizarre taxidermy project. There is no wind, no rustle of leaves. The world has become a photograph, and he's the only one walking through it. He pulls on a hoodie and steps outside, a nervous energy buzzing under his skin. The air is thick, strangely humid, yet carries no scent. A light rain had been falling when he went to bed, and now the droplets hang in the air like a crystal curtain. He reaches out a hesitant finger and prods one. It's solid, unyielding like a tiny glass bead. A laugh escapes his lips, a dry, incredulous bark that sounds unnervingly loud in the vacuum of silence. This is impossible. It's a dream, a vivid, hyper-realistic dream. He walks down the center of the street, past cars frozen in their lanes, past pedestrians caught mid-stride on the sidewalk, their expressions locked in place. He feels a thrill, a godlike sense of freedom. He can go anywhere, do anything. The world is his personal playground, frozen in time just for him. He wanders into a 24-hour convenience store. The cashier is frozen, hand outstretched to receive money from a customer who is forever digging in his wallet. A carton of milk, dropped, hovers inches from the floor, a splash of white captured in perfect static form. Aaron walks the aisles, tracing his fingers over the motionless objects. He picks up an apple, tosses it in the air, and watches it hang there, defying gravity. This is better than any dream. It's a secret world, a hidden dimension. But as he turns to leave, a flicker of movement catches his eye at the far end of the street. It's faint, almost imperceptible against the frozen backdrop. A shape, dark and slender, moving slowly, deliberately, between the still crowd. His heart gives a sudden hard thump against his ribs. He isn't alone. Curiosity, stronger than fear, pulls him forward. He needs to know. He follows the figure, his soft-soled shoes making no sound on the pavement. It moves with a strange gliding motion, never seeming to lift its feet. It's a person, he thinks, wrapped in what looks like a long, dark coat. As he gets closer, he calls out, his voice cracking. "Hey, hey, can you hear me?" The figure stops. Slowly, unnaturally, its head swivels a full 180 degrees to face him, its neck making a soft, crunching sound. The face is pale, featureless, except for two wide, staring eyes. They are pure, milky white, like polished stones, and they are locked directly on him. A cold dread, sharp and suffocating, washes over Aaron. This is no dream. The figure holds his gaze for a terrifying second before it seems to simply dissolve into the shadows behind a building. One moment it's there, the next it's gone. As if on cue, a familiar ticking sound returns. It's his watch. 3:04 a.m. The world lurches back into motion with a cacophony of sound. The car completes its turn. The cat lands on the fence. The rain begins to fall again. The convenience store milk carton hits the floor with a wet splat. Aaron stumbles back, heart hammering. He sprints home, locks the door, and collapses into bed, pulling the covers over his head. When he wakes the next morning, the sun is streaming through his window. It must have been a dream, he tells himself. A nightmare brought on by stress and late-night pizza. He convinces himself of it, forcing the memory of those white eyes into the back of his mind. but you can't outrun the clock. The next night, despite his best efforts to stay awake, his eyes grow heavy. He wakes with a jolt. The silence is back. It's 3:03 a.m. A wave of terror crashes over him. He peeks through his curtains and his blood runs cold. They're here. Not just one figure, but dozens. They stand motionless in the street, on his lawn, on his neighbor's roof. Men and women all dressed in drab, old-fashioned clothes, their forms slightly blurred at the edges as if they aren't fully real. And they are all facing his house. They are all facing him. Their heads are bowed, but he can feel their collective gaze, a heavy, malevolent pressure against his soul. They are waiting. Panic sets in. He has to get away. He throws open his back door and runs, but the air is wrong. It's thick, like wading through molasses. Every step is a monumental effort, his lungs burning as he gasps for the heavy, stagnant air. He feels a touch on his shoulder. It's not a grab, just a light, impossibly cold pressure. A sharp, burning sensation, like dry ice against his skin, radiates from the point of contact. He looks down and shrieks. A delicate, crystalline pattern of frost is spreading across his shirt and onto his skin, branching out like icy veins from where the figure touched him. He wrenches himself away, stumbling back towards his house, the only sanctuary he has. He slams the door, bolting it, and shoves a chair under the handle. He's trapped. Through the windows, he can see them gathering, moving with that same slow, gliding pace. They surround his house, a silent, menacing army. Menacing. They press their pale hands against the glass of his windows, their palms leaving frosty prints that begin to crawl across the panes. Their mouths open and close, moving in perfect, horrifying unison. But no sound comes out. A silent, synchronized chant. He grabs his phone, his fingers fumbling. Maybe he can call for help, but there's no signal. The screen is black, except for 2 words glowing in an eerie green font. Stay awake. The message is clear. They come for him when he sleeps. The next night, Aaron is prepared. He brews a pot of the strongest coffee he can find, paces his living room, blasts music, anything to keep his eyelids from drooping. The minutes tick by. 3, 3:01, 3:02. He watches the clock, his heart a drum against his ribs. He can do this. He can beat them. Then it happens. 3:03 a.m. The music cuts out. The world freezes. But this time, something is different. Aaron tries to move, to take a step, but his legs are locked in place. He tries to scream, but his jaw is clenched shut. He is frozen, just like everything else, a prisoner in his own body. He can only watch in horror as one figure detaches itself from the crowd outside. It walks through his front door, and it looks exactly like him. Morning sunlight streams through the window, waking Aaron. He's in his bed, the sheets tangled around him. It feels different. The terror is gone, replaced by a calm, placid emptiness. He gets up and walks to the bathroom mirror. His reflection stares back at him. He raises his hand, but the man in the mirror doesn't move. A slow, cold smile spreads across the reflection's face. The reflection, his reflection, raises its own hand, not to wave, but to reach for the phone on the counter beside the sink. With deliberate fingers, it sets an alarm for 3:03 a.m. Thank you for watching. The fear of the unknown is often the most potent. What would you do if you were in Aaron's shoes? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more unsettling stories from the shadows. Stay safe, and whatever you do, try to stay awake.